You can't.
Oh, estás en Puerto Rico. California, where's that?
Live.
Okay, we're live. Okay, this is a call to order for our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee meeting. It's the 21st of November, and the time is 6:32 p.m. Present, we have myself, Erica Castillo, Chair. We also have DEI Committee Member, Miss Bobby Brown, online. We also have Board Member Albert Benahan and Board Member Joe Sokolovic present with us this evening. Thank you all for coming. First up, we have the approval of meeting minutes for our last meeting on April 4th. Are there any corrections to the minutes?
No corrections.
Okay, thank you. With no further corrections, the minutes are approved. Yes.
You need a motion.
Oh,
I motion to approve the Equity Diversity meeting minutes of April 4th, 2022.
okay, a second, and thank you. All right, so approved, or I guess, so moved by, or motion by Bobby Brown and second by me. We'll now move to the only item on our agenda this evening, which is the review and discussion of 3-year historical data of staff demographics. Before I turn it over to the staff, I want to pass it over to Mr. Sokolovic. This was his referral. If you wanted to provide the public with some context.
Yes, we've been tracking this prior history of staff demographics for the past couple of years on the DEI committee when I chaired it, and we've had presentations of this data before. And the intention of this meeting was to see where we were trending with our staff as compared to the other data. I requested it in the same format that we got it in the past, but now we've got it's all jumbled together. My intention of seeking this data out is to see who our teachers teach. I mean, who our students see in front of them as far as staff, certified staff, teachers, this and that. It really doesn't give me the information that I'm looking for when we include custodial staff, lunchroom workers, and everybody else as a holistic approach. I know there's drop-down data in the portal, but I am not too savvy with the Excel sheets. I was trying to do it, and it appears to be a little lower from the, so if anybody has the ability to share the screen, could we break it out by executives, by principals and stuff like that, if that's okay with you? Yeah, administrative, BEA certified staff and what have you.
Sure.
Okay.
Will someone give me the ability to share my screen, or do I have the ability to take over now? This is Ulysses Rogers speaking, by the way. Sorry about that.
I think that's got to come from the office. I think that's got to come from the office. You got it? Arlene, Miss Arlene.
Right, or it looks like
Mr.
Alicia
Rogers,
has the ability to make him a presenter.
He is on the list for today. Mr. Rogers, can you try to hit the share button?
He has to be made a presenter.
I don't have the share button available. Whoever is the administrator of the meeting would have to make me a presenter of the meeting.
Are you working on it? Oh, okay, who is it then? Okay, is she on?
Yes.
I'm so sorry, because these. Oh, okay, I see. I know the words are so small. Santos de Jesus. It's the last name.
Santos.
Yes, thank you.
Why do I have to lock?
Here it goes.
We got it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes. Although you
All
might
right.
need to make it a little bigger.
Hold on one sec. Okay, does this work? Yeah.
Let the record reflect that Miss Bobby Brown has entered the meeting.
Yes. A little bigger.
Yeah, do you mind just making it a little bigger using the Zoom on, yep, right there in the lower right. And then as you talk, it's pretty small over here. So as you talk about certain points, maybe you can just navigate around with the mouse.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. This is Ulysses Rogers, and I made a couple quick tables for the 2020, 2021, and our current 2022 year. I presented some demographic information per your request. Wasn't exactly sure what you wanted to be broken out, but based upon Mr. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Mr. Sokolovich, is that correct?
That's acceptable. Sokolovic is preferred.
Sokolovich, thank you for correcting me there. I'll break down the breakdown of the demographic information based upon gender, not gender, on race, so you can understand what our numbers are looking like here. So just bear with me here. On this particular tab, I broke down the information by race and gender. As you see, for 2020, which is here, which I have highlighted here within the table, you have the breakdown of each race within the tab here, and you have our overall staffing numbers at the bottom here, which is 2,862 people. Of that 2,862 people, you'll see that 0.35% is American Indian Alaskan Native, 0.03% is American Indian Alaskan Native considered to be Black, 1.85% of the total population in 2020 was Asian. We have 20.13% of the population was African American, 18.83% is Hispanic Latino, 0.03% is Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander.
I was wrong.
0.42% is two or more races. We had a couple people that we did not know or did not play. They placed unknown as 3.6%, and then 54.6% of the overall staff was considered to be white. Then I also broke it out by the male and female percentage of those particular numbers here. So as you can see, we have the different numbers based upon the total head count and if they were male and or female. Now, if you want this broken out by department, you would simply just come here to this drop down. These are all our bargaining units, which kind of determines what type of staff members we have, whether they're certified or non-certified staff. If you're looking for teachers and administrators in particular, you would unclick this all button here, and then you would select Bridgeport Education Association, which would be for the teachers. And then you would select the BCAS Local 46 AFL, which would be the administrators. And here are the combined numbers for all the certified staff members for 2020. Total numbers would equal out to 1,584 active staff members. And here will be the breakdown of those numbers here. Now, if you have any particular questions, is specific, you want me to break it down even further by individual teachers, just teachers alone. If you want me to break it out by administrators alone, I can provide that as well. For
Right,
our
good.
yes,
Yeah, I'm sorry, thank you.
Yeah, you can.
Yes, can we first, before we move on, just do a comparative of what you got checked now, the BCAS and
And the administrative.
GEA that's checked now across the years, so we can see if it's trending anywhere for these
okay,
two
sure.
categories.
I'll do that right now. Okay.
And if we,
Sorry, hold on.
you. Got it. All right. Now, if we could just go through the percentages in each year, first with African American 2020, African American 2021, African American 2022, please.
Sure. All right, for 2020, the African American percentage for all of the, do you want to do both only certified staff or just teachers?
And I would like it to closely as possible mimic what we did last time, but I don't know how the data was accumulated last time. So this is probably something we may have to bring back, but we could just get an overview for this evening.
Sure.
So let's just leave, could we please leave it as is and just go across with it as is for now? And then we can figure out where the exact parameters we used last time and have those inputted so we could have an apples to apples comparison.
Okay, well, this right here is all the certified, this is pretty much the certified staff members here. And for African American for 2020, we had 6.71% of the staff members were African American.
When you say staff, is this the administrative staff
This is the certified staff members. This is administrators and teachers.
and teachers? Okay. Thank you.
6.71% in 2020 or African American. In 2021, we had it went up to 7.10% of the overall staff were African American. And this year, it's up to 7.42%.
Okay.
And again, this is all certified staff members.
Okay, now might as well work backwards with Latinos since we're on Hispanic Latinos.
Okay, for Latinos for 2020, overall staffing numbers, it's 6.53%. For 2021, it's 7.21%. And for 2022, it dropped down to 6.42%.
Wow. So it looks like we lost like 20.
Right. Yeah, let's see if we can find out where we lost them. Can we do it, separate out just administrators first and then the teachers?
Yeah.
To see where the loss was.
Great. All right, for 2020, just for administrators only made up for African, I'm going to start with African American, or you just want to do Latinos?
Just do both.
Both. For African American for 2020, it's 0.8% of the staffing numbers is African American, and 0.28% is Hispanic Latino. For 2021, it's 0.81%. And for African American and for Hispanic Latino, it's 0.32%. For 2022, for African American, it's 0.96%. And for Hispanic Latino for administrators, it's 0.34%.
So these basically rose each year, so our loss is basically at the BEA level?
At the teacher level, correct.
Right,
Jay.
so,
What can I, Jay, those percentages don't
I
make
see.
sense
Right.
to me. If we're
I was-
saying,
That's for overall staffing numbers.
but if we're talking about just BCAS, the administrators, if we're talking that there were 52 administrators and 16 were Black African American,
right, it's off.
No, these numbers is for overall staff. These percentages is accounting for the non-certified as well.
but
If you
when
want to
we're
know
ta-
what if you want to know what the numbers are based upon the certified staff numbers, I can give those to you as well.
right, that's what I'm saying, is that it doesn't make sense when we're talking about the percentage for the administrators. That 0.8% is incorrect for the administrators. It looks like
Well-
it should be more like 33%
Well,
should be for,
this breakout is based upon all staff. This is total. It's based upon the 2,862 total staff. If I change that to the 79,
right, that's
we get
what I think,
29.1%.
right. I'm thinking that's what you're looking for the stats, is that we're focusing just on administrators. So what percentage of administrators are Black, African American, or Hispanic Latino?
I can give you those
Correct.
numbers right now. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
that looks more reflective of the trends that we had before.
Yeah, I was looking at the total number of, like just the column. So where it says 87, because I noticed pretty early on the percentages weren't necessarily reflective of, but these numbers are clear
It should be
enough.
closer to 11 going.
Yeah.
10.
Also, while you do this, Mr. Rogers, I just wanted to recognize Dr. McPherson, who is also present in today's meeting, who's been present, and the superintendent. Thank you, Miss Perrin, also for joining us this evening.
You're welcome.
Let me do this column as well.
You're
Top
welcome.
3. 7. Okay, here we go. All right. Going back to 2020, 29.11% of the administrators is African American, 10.13% is Hispanic Latino, and 58.23% is white. For 2021, the numbers dropped for African American and went down to 26.44%. And for Hispanic Latino, it's 10.34%. So it trended up a little bit there. For 2022, for Black African American, it's 28.87%. So it kind of trended back up, but didn't reach the 30% percentile. And Hispanic Latino is 10.31%. And that's for the administrators.
May I ask what administrators are included in this demographics? Is principals and above, or vice principals and above?
Assistant principals, and directors.
Directors. Thank you.
All right, now let me do the same for the teachers.
Mr. Benahan, are you exiting the meeting? Okay, thank you.
Right. For the year 2020, Black African American was at 11.23%. For Hispanic Latino, it's at 11.89%. And for white, it's 72.29%. And these percentages are based upon employee type. Employee type and race, excuse me. For 2021, for African American, we're at 11.59%. For Hispanic Latino, it dropped down to 6.89%. That is, it's about a 5% drop there in 2021.
What are the hard numbers for 2020? Of this 11.89% in 2020, it's
11.89% in 2020 for Hispanic, and then in 2021 it dropped down to 6.89%.
What does that number say next to the 6.89, 195?
Yes, 195 total. There's a total of 179 here.
So is there an increase or a decrease?
Decrease in percent, increase in number.
Well, it was an increase in number. Oh, I didn't change that one. Sorry.
Okay,
Missed that one.
no worries.
It's an increase,
Okay.
actually. It's 12.7%.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry about that.
Okay,
All right. And in 2022, let's make sure we have it there. It's 12.3% for African American and 11.64%. That's where you see the drop in 2022. So
okay.
it goes from 12.7 to 11.64.
Okay, I see.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The BEA that's just certified BEA that includes teachers. Does it include any other titles besides teachers?
Oh,
Mr. Sassy.
Anyone that's under the teacher, the BEA, it could be psychologists, it could be teachers,
Social workers.
Social
guidance
workers.
Counselors,
yes, guidance counselors, those,
SLPs.
yes. Thanks, Denise, for that assist there. All those particular job titles would fall under the teacher or BEA bargaining unit group.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the drop in the Hispanics. It's
Can you pull up can you slide it back over to 2021? Hi,
Sure.
Ms. Perrin has entered the room. Thank you. Okay, 2021, so
Hispanics 12.7. And then 2022 is 11.64. So about a 1 percentage point decrease.
and then can you slide it back to 2020 also? Okay, so looks like we lost
Right.
some Black and African American teachers, about 10 of them between 21 and 22. And we lost about 18 Hispanic and Latino teachers between 21 and 22. Let me think.
Yeah, I don't know if go over into the
Yeah.
special meeting time, And I think we're definitely gonna have to bring this data back and break it down even further. No reflection on anybody here, but I believe the last time we have different numbers presented, we need to compare apple to apples, because the point of the exercise is not just to look at the numbers. We had set a goal as a committee to try to increase the incoming class of staff teachers by, I believe we said a 5 or 10% benchmark to try to reach, just to give us a goal to try to improve upon our demographics, even though we do among the best in the state as far as staff diversity. But I want to compare us to how we were last year, so we do better better than we've done every year, rather than rest on our laurels and say we're better than the next
Yeah.
worst or whatever have you.
Okay.
I think
this is Denise, keep in mind that some of the teachers, and can get you the numbers, I'll have to look over, became administrators. So over the last few years, as we've been filling in administrative positions, that may be where you see some decrease in teachers as they shifted to administrators.
And I think we have some attrition due to obviously the pandemic and retirement as well. So you have to definitely put those key factors into those numbers.
Right. And that's definitely the intention of looking at these numbers, because if we did lose a larger percentage of our Hispanic population due to the pandemic, we've got to look at why. Is there something where we could change something in our, but again, I could go on with these kind of conversations for quite a while, but I think we should possibly table this until the next time, if that's okay with the chair. I don't have a vote on here, so.
No, that's okay with me. Is that okay with you? Okay, wonderful. So I guess we will cease discussion. Can I entertain a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn the meeting for tonight.
Okay, so move. Second. That's it.
Right.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.